behind UCLA. You've got to take some chances, keep a lot of pressure on Pepperdine so they can't get into their offense as the Waves service there. Inside out comes right back to Daemen. 13-8 Waves. UCLA ranked number 1 in the nation in the preseason poll. And number 2 is Hawaii. Number 3, Long Beach State. Pepperdine, number 4. USC, number 5. And the Waves, Cole Harkey with the put away. Last year, the Wildcats went 15-13. They finished 3rd in the Northeast Conference. In other sports, they play in the East Coast Conference with St. Thomas Aquinas, who the Waves saw, but St. Thomas Aquinas plays in a different league when it comes to men's volleyball, and Daemen in the Northeast Conference. But Daemen has won back-to-back conference championships, went to the NCAA tournament for the very first time, lost in the first round to Penn State, but were very competitive. It's a strong Division II program in that Northeast Conference. There are 7 schools: Long Island, Maryland Garden Shore, DeUville, St. Francis, Pennsylvania, Fairleigh Dickinson, and Manhattan. Waves on offense. He's going to the outside over the block. The overpass, they joust up front, won by Pepperdine. Grant Lamoureux. 6'10" freshman. Good a young player as there is in the country. For Pepperdine, playing out of the Mount Pacific Sports Federation, it has the most schools in the conference, 10. There are 5 D2s in the league and 5 D1s. And you got UCLA, Brigham Young, SC, Stanford, along with Pepperdine. Waves up 16-9. And you see Jack Rooney.
Substitute
coming in for Rooney firing, found an opening on that double blockers. So into serve, Johnny Bly, 5'10" junior from Lancaster, New York. Pepperdine backside, firing away, Cole Harkey. Pepperdine 17, the Wildcats 9. Pepperdine, in other sports, play in the West Coast Conference. Basketball, soccer, volleyball, along with Gonzaga, along with San Francisco, St. Mary's, Oregon State, Washington State. Very strong mid-major conference, because you know all about Gonzaga, St. Mary's, Santa Clara in the league, Loyola Marymount. Pepperdine had a basketball game here last night against San Francisco. And Patrick Mullen comes through with the kill. And it's 17-10. For the Wildcats in that East Coast Conference, and we have mentioned St. Thomas Aquinas. DeUville's in that league, Mercy, Rosemary Hill. Daemen University just changed their name in 2022. It used to be called Daemen College. Waves, James Eady, 18-10 Pepperdine. Waves do have a lot of weapons, and team picked 2nd in the NBSF behind UCLA. Pepperdine with a storied history when it comes to men's volleyball. 5 national titles, 2nd most all-time. Only UCLA has more, and they are way out with 21. Bruins won the national title in 23-24. Lost the national championship last season to Long Beach State. Waves will play Long Beach State here in Malibu in a couple weeks. Long Beach State beat Pepperdine in the national semis last year. Waves, who won the NBSF Conference Tournament, they finished tied for 3rd in the regular season. So won the NBSF Tournament. We're going to get, let's see, maybe a challenge. There was a touch on the play, 19-11. So each coach gets 3 challenges. If you win your challenge, you keep them. And if it goes to a set 5, each coach will get an additional challenge. Let's take a look. So it appeared it was a touch. The call on the court was given to Daemen. Zelasco coming up with the save. It goes to Weberg. Got a couple doubles defending on that look. Actually, triple blocks. Should would be a good angle on this one. That little pinky looked like it was touched. Well, we'll see. Again, the officials are looking at different camera angles than what you're seeing. Waves had the blockers there. Polo Mas. The center. Lamoureux was also there along with Edie. They got Lamoureux at 6'10", 86'8", and Polo Mas at 6'6". Continue to look at this. The national championship this season will be held May 9th through the 11th at UCLA. But after that, the national championship in men's volleyball, the next 2 years will be in Las Vegas. So it's changing. So many basketball tournaments in Las Vegas. In fact, the West Coast Conference, which Pepperdine plays in baseball and other sports, as we mentioned earlier, their conference tournament in baseball, it will be moving to Scottsdale, Arizona, and have been in Las Vegas the last 3 years. 19-11, Pepperdine with the lead. They are hitting .333, 8 kills on 18 swings, and for Daemen, 0-0-0, 7 kills on 20 swings, but 7 attack errors. And it's got to be definitive and absolute to change the call. And so the call will stand and a point to Daemen. 18-11. You see Derek Prisball in his first year. Jonathan Winder in his 4th season. Former All-American, played professionally in Europe. He's on the Waves' last national championship team as a starting setter as a freshman in 2005. Wildcat serving, moving right to left. Waves go cross court, and it's Lamoureux.
Lamoureux with the kill point, Pepperdine.
Waves with the lead, 19-12. Lamoureux with 3 kills. Pepperdine hitting .368. Last year, Pepperdine hit .330 as a team, held their opponents to a .263 hitting percent. Booming serve by Lamoureux off the blocks and firing away. Patrick Mullen comes up with the point. Got 4 kills. Jack Rooney with 3. Billy Weberg with 2. It's 19-13. Waves will be home next Friday night, January the 16th, hosting number 6 UC Irvine, 6 p.m. We'll have it on Big Ten Plus. Wildcats with another serve. Good jump serve downward. Rotation back row. Ooh, what a block up front. Billy Weberg. Boy, that is not easy. What a great play on Cole Hartke. Hartke coming out of the back row at 6'10". Second team All-American. Look at that block. Great job by Weber. 19-14. This is a good Daemen team, and that one gets away. Side out Pepperdine, 2014. Besides struggling with their serve against UC San Diego, 3 aces, 27 errors, and the Wildcats were outblocked 16-6, coming up short against the Tritons. Still, this is a team co-favorites to win the league with the quick hitter, Maverick O'Neal, but they're going to say mishandling the ball and a point to Pepperdine. Carrying it over. Maverick O'Neal says, hey, come on. That's a big call here late in set 1. Take a look. Well, might have palmed it. 21-14, Pepperdine out in front. They go deep, and Mullen.
Kill for the back row, number 17, Patrick Mullen, point.
Mullen, one more time.
Number 17, Patrick Mullen.
Patrick Mullen, 13 kills the other night. 6'4" sophomore from New Jersey. Last year, 209 kills at 199. And the Waves with the point. Polomas with the quick hitter. He's a transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne. In fact, with Derek Prisball taking over in his first year as head coach of the Daemen Wildcats, their last year's coach, Don Gleason, is now the new head coach at Purdue Fort Wayne. And Polomas transfer now with the coaching change. The Waves block is no good.
22-16.
See Maverick O'Neal, number 10. All-conference player last year, along with Velasco, the libero. Gerard, the center, was all-conference. Weberg, all-conference for this Daemen team. Ooh, nice block up front. Maverick O'Neal. 22-17. Blocking up front. As Mate defended. 22-17. Wildcats serving, I say, by Riley. They go over the middle, and right there, Mate. Noe Mate.
With the kill, White Pepperdine.
23-17 the Waves. For Daemen University in upstate New York. Get down to about 25 degrees later tonight here in Southern California. A perfect day, 68 degrees, lots of sunshine, blue skies. And they say it could go to 80 degrees later in the week. So great trip for Daemen coming out of the East Coast, enjoying themselves along the Pacific area. Set point to the Waves at Grand Lemeray, 24-17. Waves serving, it'll be Ryan Barnett. First team All-American, 447 aces, and he gets an ace, and Pepperdine wins. Pepperdine captures the first set, 25-17. Team will change sides. We'll get ready for set number two. Set number two, Pepperdine will be moving right to left in their dark jerseys, and for the Wildcats in their white and blue. For Daemen, they'll be on the road next weekend, Friday and Saturday. They'll be in Charleston, playing Charleston University along with Mount Olive in the tournament. A little bit of travel early on for the Daemen Wildcats, co-favorites along with St. Francis, Pennsylvania in the Northeast Conference. There are now 8 conferences playing Division I men's volleyball, 4 D2 conferences and 4 D1s. Pepperdine on the offensive, cross court, Cole Hartke. 1-0 Pepperdine. For Daemen University, founded in 1947, a small private school with 2,600 students over the blocks. Gerard was there. And tuition about $35,200. Service air side out to Daemen. Pepperdine, founded in 1937 with an enrollment of about 8,000 students. In fact, all the students are due back tomorrow, the beginning of school in the winter session. They have been off for a couple of weeks, but tuition here at Pepperdine is a cool $93,000 a year, but that does include books, so it's really not that bad. All right, blocking up front, nice job. And coming up, it is Peter Light playing the middle is 6'4". 2-1 the Wildcats. Waves at home last year were 14-4. They went 21-10. Won the MPSF tournament despite finishing tied for third with Brigham Young in the MPSF at 7-5. Firing away, Hartke. Nice job by the Wildcats to keep it in play and get it over. They joust up front, way up high, but apparently over the net violation against Pepperdine.
Violation is good on the floor against the Waves.
You see Jonathan Winder in his 4th year, assisted by Matt Pollock, who is the associate head coach. Luke Reynolds, also associate head coach, and Will Kraft. 3-1, Daemen. Matt said no. All right, Wildcats serving. Back there is Riley to receive. Hartke with a rip. Kept in play. A nice touch by the Wildcats, and Patrick Mullen comes up for the nice hit. Back there was Rooney keeping that ball in play. We'll see Peter Light, number 5 for Daemen. Wildcats up 4-1. Coming off that 3-1 loss. Again, so early in the season, both these teams go into the process, find out what they have, get the timing and chemistry.
With the kill, point Waves.
Grant Lamoureux, you can put him in the back row. Waves do run a lot of back row attack with their bigs. You can go to any one of three, Barnett, Hartke, or Lamoureux. 4-2 Wildcats, set number 2. Pepperdine won the first set, 25-17, and the Wildcats able to score. See Weberg and Mullen. Peter Light, number 5. Weberg, number 18. Mullen now with 6 kills. Pepperdine led by Lamoureux with 5. Pepperdine hitting 267 for the match, and Daemen hitting 179. The Mount Pacific Sports Federation, that will include all 10 schools, will be at Brigham Young this year, April 22nd through the 25th. In the Northeast Conference, it's just the top 4 teams in postseason, but a chance to go to the NCAA. 6-3 Daemen. You see Kyle Zelasco, all conference last year, the libero, 5'9", the senior from West Seneca, New York. Seneca right over the middle, blocked up front by Maverick O'Neal. Again, the Waves go to the outside. Kept in play by Daemen. They do a nice job. Tapped over, diving save back there by Lamoureux. Another block up front. Maverick O'Neal along with Peter Light. Well, Maverick O'Neal is just a 6'3" graduate. All conference last year, 85 kills. Hit 238, but his blocking ability very evident, certainly in this match. Service error, 7-4. Waves get the ball back. Maverick O'Neal credited with 1 block, but he's been such a presence. Make it 2, but he's been such a presence early on. And it's 6'3", but he's got great court presence, excellent timing and anticipation. Waves serving. Wildcats have done a nice job handling Pepperdine's serve, at least early on, out of the back row, Ryan Barnett. Barnett, first team All-American last year. 402 kills at 338. He had 47 aces in the program for a number of years out of the East Coast. And certainly a preseason All-American, one of the top players in the country. That's 6'5", the graduate. Daemen on the offensive with the stuff. Maverick O'Neal way up the ladder. Daemen 8, Pepperdine 5. Only other match involving the MPSF on this Sunday afternoon. UCLA is hosting Concordia in conference play. So 8 conferences now playing NCAA Division I men's volleyball outside Lamoureux. 8-6, the Waves trail. So 4 Division IIs and 4 Division I conferences. 61 schools total, 37 Division II schools, and 24 Division I. Well, you've got the Mount Pacific Sports Federation. UCLA picked to win the conference. The Eastern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association. Penn State is the favorite, and Penn State will play Pepperdine in Malibu in a couple of weeks. In the Big West, in Long Beach State picked to win that league. In the Conference Carolinas, it's Belmont Abbey. 9-6 Wildcats. In the Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association, Loyola Chicago. The Waves will go back to the Midwest and play the Ramblers. 10-6 Wildcats. Billy Weberg, who led the team last year with 30 aces. First team all-conference. In the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, it is Fort Valley State, the top pick. A strong jump serve, Waves on the attack. Barnett way above the net, able to score. Wildcats 10, the Waves 7. In the Northeast Conference, they're looking at one of the co-favorites in Daemen. You see Derek Prismal in his first season, but 6 years an assistant at Daemen, so he definitely knows the program. But Daemen in St. Francis, Pennsylvania, teams picked to win that Northeast Conference. Waves go backside. And the hit goes out of bounds and attack air on the return. And the Waves get the point. And then the newest conference, Division II playing Division I men's volleyball, the Great Lakes Valley Conference, that has 8 Division II schools. And Rockhurst, who's in Southern California this week, is picked to win that league. Sport is growing. University of Pacific here in Stockton, in California, will start Division I men's volleyball next year. Oh, the block up front, Mate. Coming out with the block along with Molomas. 10-9, Pepperdine down. Waves won the first set, 25-17. So Pacific will join the Mount Pacific Sports Federation. They are currently in the West Coast Conference in other sports. The Pacific, a school that dropped the sport 13 years ago after they've been playing Division I men's volleyball for 21 years. They will come back on January 1st, 2027, join the MBSF to make the league with 11 schools. There you see Derek Prisboom, a graduate of Madeo College, a Division III school. He was an assistant for 10 years at his alma mater. And we mentioned replaced Don Gleason, who had been the head coach, who's now the head coach of Purdue Fort Wayne. And Daemen come up with a point. 11-10 the Wildcats.
Take his hand to the Wildcats, number 10, Henrik O'Neill.
You see Matthew Pollack, associate head coach of the Waves. One thing Daemen has done, they've done a good job keeping the ball in play. Coming out of the back row is Cole Harkey with the smash hit. We are even at 11. Pepperdine with the match hitting 282. Daemen 167. Waves with 11 blocks. And for Daemen, they have 7. Now they have been a presence at the net. Waves jump serve, but goes out of bounds. Service air. Waves were a strong serving team last year. Outaced their opponents 195-128. Excellent ball handling team as well. They recorded 12 shutouts, were shut out twice. Daemen last year had 5 shutouts. They were shut out 7 times. They were a strong serving team last year as well. Outacing their opponents 160-133. Kept in play by Daemen, who've done a good job. Waves able to cover that. They go to Hartke, firing away. Controlled by Daemen. There was a touch. Jack Rooney with the hit. Apparently so, yes. A point to Daemen. So Daemen's a very athletic team. Let's see if this is going to be challenged. Jonathan Winter along the sideline. That last play, the call on the court was a point to Daemen as the ball was hit and touched by Pepperdine. Waves are challenging, saying it was an attack error. 13-11, the Wildcats lead in set 2. Pepperdine won the first set 25-17. Our officials for today's match, the up official Brian Brokenball, the down official Patrick Bradley, and they work the West Coast quite a bit, the Big West and the Mount Pacific Sports Federation. All right, still a long look. They have finally come up with a decision. And the call will stand. So the Waves lose the challenge and a point to Daemen. And so Jonathan Winder talking with Patrick Bradley along the sidelines. He thinks it was a good A couple inches above the block.
Daemen serving. Back to serve number 4.
Loses the challenge. And each coach gets 3 challenges. If it goes to a set 5, each will get an additional challenge. The Wildcats up 13-11. This figured to be a competitive match so early in the season. As both teams work on a lot of things, but a service error. If you're Daemen, you've got an early lead, you're only down 1-0, you're competitive, so you take some chances and try to get yourself an ace or put the other team in a tough situation to run their offense, but that time a service error. But you got to take chances if you're Daemen. 13-12, playing the number 4 team in the nation. Lamoureux, and a nice save by Zelasco. On the other side, off the blocks, Pepperdine covers. They go back row of Ryan Barnett. Certainly Lamoureux and Harkey draw a lot of attention, but you cannot forget about Ryan Barnett, who is so good. Certainly a National Player of the Year candidate coming off that performance from last season. Waves do have a lot of weapons. Strong jump serve. Zelasco with a touch. They go outside to Rooney. Rejected by Pepperdine, Lamoureux, and Mate.
Lamoureux team up for the block point Waves.
6-10 and 6-7 up front. 14-13, the Waves finally get the lead in set number 2. They've had to work hard. They are being tested this afternoon. It's a good Daemen team. They're going to have a great season, could get back into the NCAA tournament. Service error.
Server number 14, Ryan Barnett goes long.
Side up, back to Daemen.
Back to serve for the Wildcats, number 6, Jack Rooney.
So for Daemen, they get the ball back. They go with a floater, but that sails long. And Pepperdine up 15-14. We do get a timeout. Pepperdine leading set number 2. Waves up 1-0. You're watching the MPSF on Big Ten Plus.
Pepperdine are giving 5 Waves the chance to win a $100 gift card and 100 participants.
Hey, hope everybody had a great holiday season, enjoying the new year. 15-14, Pepperdine's gotten the lead in set 2. Pepperdine won the first set 25-17. Pepperdine hitting 279, and for Daemen 146. Waves with 13 blocks to 7 over Daemen. Serving, Waves with 2 aces but 7 errors for Daemen, 1 ace and 8 errors, but that one goes out of bounds. And a point to Daemen when we're even at 15. Well, today's match being brought to you by University Credit Union. Waves home next Friday, January 16th. They'll take on UC Irvine at 6 p.m. We'll have it on Big Ten Plus. All right, Rooney with a good serve. Nice save back there by Riley. They put it up front, and then Lamoureux. Cole Harkey with the kill. Give a lot of credit to Jacob Riley for making that reception, keeping the ball in play. Riley, a second-team All-American libero last year, led Pepperdine with 200 digs. He transferred in from Concordia, where he played 2 years, and he just had a great season in 2025. And high expectations once again. Harkey with a strong jump serve. He's moving right to left, and then off the blocks. Billy Weberg with the kill. Number 18, all-conference last year. They're even at 16. If you're Pepperdine, of course, you're playing at home. You're a top-ranked team in the nation, but Daemen gaining a lot of confidence as this match moves on. And a service error, side out to Pepperdine. See Derek Prismal knows the program well. He was telling me it's in the low 30s today. The last time he checked, it's going to get down to the 20s later tonight. They're expecting snow in a couple days. Get down to about 17 degrees in upstate New York. Oh, what a block up front. Edie and Barnett. James Edie last year was honorable mention All-American as a sophomore. James Edie who had 129 kills last year. Came up with 82 blocks in a banner season. Another big block by Pepperdine. Waves, James Eady, we got a timeout as the Waves go on a mini run up 19-16 in the second set. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. 19-16 lead in set number 2, up 1 set to none. You take a look at the Hall of Fame dating back to 1980. At Pepperdine University, they'll make way for a brand new arena that will open on November this year. And you see Jonathan Winder talking with associate head coach Luke Reynolds. Jonathan Winder, a long walk along the sidelines. Talking with Ford Harmon, the transfer from Long Beach State. Outside hitter, defensive specialist. Waves serving, moving right to left, winning 19-16 in the overpass, and then the stop up front. Ryan Barnett. That rotation, he was in the right place at the right time. See Barnett now with 4 kills. Lamoureux with 6, Hartke with 5. Another big time serve by Lamoureux with a bullet. He had 5 on Friday against St. Thomas Aquinas. Another timeout taken by Daemen. Waves on a 5-0 run up 21-16. Waves on the move. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. Pepperdine won the first set 25-17. As you see, the Waves starting center Andre Polomats, the transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne. Pepperdine on a 5-0 run. Pepperdine now hitting .311 for the match, and Wildcats at 114. 21-16 Pepperdine. Waves serving. Jump serve popped up, run down, but that's going to be an ace for Grant Lamoureux. Derek Prisball knowing coming into this match to handle Pepperdine's serve, and here in the second set is a little more difficult as the Waves continue to keep pressure on a good Daemen team. 22-16 Waves on a 6-0 run here late in set number 2. Serve comes up short. Side out. Comes back to Daemen. They have high expectations there. Defending conference champions. They won their tournament like Pepperdine in the NBSF last year. Both made the NCAA tournament. Waves went all the way to the semis before losing to the eventual champion, Long Beach State, who ended up beating UCLA with a title. Outside, Cole Hartke with 6'10". He's such an outstanding athlete and player. You can put him in the back row. He is a tough matchup for any team. 23-17 Pepperdine. Double blockers were there. Not much they could do. Cole Hartke, number 10. Hartke now with 6 kills. Wade with a jump floater. That was James Eady serving, and the ball pounded down. And let's see, we may have a net against Daemen. It's going to be a point for Pepperdine. That's a shame. The Wildcats did a good job setting that up. Set point number 1 for the Waves. All right, Pepperdine serving. Will be James Eady, the middle blocker, who's got a really good jump floater. And so one of the players for Daemen may have hurt himself, and that's Billy Weberg. One of their top players may have twisted an ankle. Hopefully it's not serious. He's struggling a bit, trying to walk it off. Well, you hate to see that. Only for Daemen, one of their top players, all-conference outside hitter. All right, set point number 1 for Pepperdine. The shot attempt is no good. Point to Pepperdine, and Pepperdine wins set number 2, 25-17. The Waves go up 2 sets to none. The team will change sides. We will get ready for set number 3. Pepperdine ending 326. The Wildcats 0-89. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. For Daemen. Diggs 15-14. The Wildcats have the edge, but the Aces, the Waves, a strong serving team. 4 aces, only 9 errors as the Waves lead 2 sets to none, and 19 assists for the Waves, 17 for the Daemen Wildcats. Firestone Fieldhouse in Malibu, California. Glad you can be with us. I'm Al Epstein. We get ready for set number 3. The Wildcats moving right to left in their white and blue. Pepperdine in the dark blue uniforms, and there's Cole Hartke once again. So Billy Weberg is back on the court, so that's great to see. Turned that ankle, so a deep sigh of relief for the Daemen Wildcat fans. But the one thing you certainly want to avoid an injury, especially early in the season, to one of your top players. So Weberg is back on the court starting in the 3rd set. He's up 2 sets to none, punched over, but he goes out of bounds. Attack error by Patrick Mullen. When you talk with coaches, as far as aces to error ratio, coaches will tell you they'd like to see 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3. If you have 4 aces, say 12 errors, that's still pretty good. Or maybe 2 aces, 6 errors, that's 1 to 3 also, or 2 to 4, something like that. And you're always trying to keep those numbers in play. And the Waves with 4 aces, only 9 errors, but for Daemen, who had 3 aces and 27 errors on Friday, they have 1 ace and 9 errors in this match. D2 going on the road, playing top Division I programs. You got to take a chance and try to put some pressure on the other team. Good, strong serve. Waves don't able to handle it. They go outside. The shot attempt by Lamoureux, out of bounds, no good. 2-1 Pepperdine. Let's see if this is going to be challenged. And apparently so. You see Jonathan Winder in his 4th season. Pepperdine All-American. People forget Jonathan Winder was a 6'8" setter in the early 2000s. Oh, let's take a look. Lamoureux, well, I don't think that touched anybody. Remember, he's 6'9", great athlete, long and athletic. Well, the officials will take a look. We will come back. We're tied at 2. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten. Was touched by Daemen, so the Waves now lead 3-1 in set number 3. Officials for today's match. Up official Brian Brokenbaum, the down official Patrick Bradley. Service here, out of bounds, and it will be the Wildcats serving out of Amherst, New York, just outside the Buffalo area, upstate New York, near Niagara Falls, about 20 miles just south. Ball sent over by the Wildcats. Polomont setting, back row to Ryan Barnett. Just a nice read by Polomont, the setter, and then finding Barnett out of the back row. Arthur with 7 kills, leading Pepperdine. Lamoureux was 6, and Barnett with 5. Patrick Mullen was 6, topping Daemen. 5 for Jack Rooney. Billy Weberg with 3. More importantly for the Wildcats, Weberg is okay back on the court. This is Weberg with the shot attempt that goes out of bounds. No good. Waves up 5-2. You see Weberg, all conference last year. 250 kills. If you ask the Wildcats coaches, they're excited about this year's team. Service ace for Pepperdine, their 5th. We will get a timeout taken by the Daemen Wildcats. The Waves up 6-2 in the 3rd set, up 2-0 in the match. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. In the 3rd set, and up 2 sets to none as we take a look at our University Credit Union play of the game. Cole Harkey has been outstanding in this match from the back row. The crushing hit to get the point, and Harkey with 7 kills hitting .294. He also has 3 digs and 2 blocks and 1 service ace. The 6'10 sophomore from Barrington, Illinois, the National Player of the Year a couple years ago, the #1 high school recruit. As Cole Harkey able to deliver Endowed University Credit Union play of the game. 6-2 Pepperdine, set 3. There you see the 6'10 sophomore. NBSF Freshman of the Year, 2nd team All-American, as good as it gets. Tapped over by Weberg, the Waves get it back. The shot by Barnett sails out of bounds. And Daemen with the point. They're on a 3-0 run. Now 6-3. You see Barnett today with 5 kills. He has 3 blocks and a dig. Mate has 5 blocks leading Pepperdine. Edie with 3. Patrick Mullins 6 kills to top the Wildcats. Service air inside Pepperdine. So for the Wildcats, 1 ace and 10 air. You see Noe Mate, the freshman from Switzerland. Aiden Toon, number 17. You might see him come off the bench. And serving over the middle, Maverick O'Neal. Quick attack. We really thought that the Wildcats, depending on the rotation in their ball handling, they would have to run a lot of quick attacks to their middles, and they did that time, or back row attacks trying to isolate one-on-one blocking, but Pepperdine is so good, so talented and tall. Service ace. Patrick Mullen delivers. Mullen last year with 23 aces, the 6'4 sophomore from New Jersey. And the 13 kills leading the way against UC San Diego on Friday. Off the blocks, goes out of bounds, and Pepperdine, Ryan Barnett. Waves 8, Wildcats 5. You see Barnett, 1st team All-American. You see Jacob Riley, number 6, the libero. It's a nice balance on this Pepperdine team of experience and talented young players. Over the middle, that is Maverick O'Neal, the Waves able to control. Batted there by Zelasco. Hit again by Weberg and able to get the point.
Point Wildcats.
8-6. Daemen hanging in there. And Weberg will be at the service line. Topped this team last year with 30 aces. All-conference player, 250 kills. High toss and rocks and fires. Waves. Barnett going cross court, but the set a little long, but the Waves get it over anyway. Pepperdine gets it back. They come right back, driving it deep, covered by Daemen, back row. Popped up Pepperdine, but cannot control. Big point for Daemen. 8-7, Wildcats down by just 1 as you take another look. Mullen coming out of the back row. Too hot to handle for Jacob Riley. Pepperdine. Olomont setting, but the shot by Lamoureux, attack air, and we are tied at 8. I like the effort by Daemen. They're very competitive at number 10 UC San Diego on Friday as Jonathan Winder looks on. Home against number 6 UC Irvine next Friday at 6 p.m. We'll have it on Big Ten Plus. All right, Waves, Barnett, cross court. Pepperdine 9, Daemen 8. Well, for the most part, at least early in the season, the Waves attacking from the outside. Olomont's doing a good job setting with 19 assists, couple of kills, and 2 blocks. The 6'6 junior.
Hey, Surly.
10-8, the Waves get themselves an ace. Olomouc from Serbia. Waves, like a lot of schools, recruiting internationally, which sports of volleyball and basketball changing so much with the international presence. This one will go long. Point for Pepperdine.
Swing number 18, Billy Weber goes on point.
Weberg missing. We get a timeout. Pepperdine leading 11-8 in set 3, up 2-0. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. Sunday afternoon. Harkey today was 7 kills, 3 digs, 1 ace, 2 blocks, hitting .263, but he's been a highlight film today coming out of the back row. Remember, he is a 6'10 sophomore, so athletic on the U.S. national team. Waves have a number of players on the national team, and then Harkey listening to the coaching staff, Jonathan Winder, always teaching his team, trying to get better for a great season. Ranked number 4 in the country. UCLA number 1, Hawaii number 2, Long Beach State number 3, the Waves 4, USC number 5. All right, the winner. Harkey agrees as we get ready to continue. 11-8 Pepperdine on a 3-0 run. Pepperdine has held Daemen to just a .055 hitting percentage. Pepperdine hitting .281. On Friday, the Waves held St. Thomas Aquinas to just .088. Not only has the offense been so good, but their defense has been excellent. 17-8, Pepperdine outblocking Daemen. Ryan Barnett serving 12-8 Pepperdine. Time to get back-to-back sweeps. A serve goes long, just, oh no, serve is ace. Let's double check.
On the floor has been reversed and service ace. Number 14, Ryan Barnett.
They double check, and yeah, it was an ace. But the original signal by the line judge says it was long, but overruled by the top official. And Brian broken ball. Right, Barnett again. Waves now with 6 aces, only 11 errors, better than a 1-to-2 ratio. We mentioned that ace to error ratio. You'd like to see 1-to-2 to 1-to-3, but a couple seasons ago I was doing a Pepperdine Long Beach State match, and Long Beach State had 1 ace and 28 service errors and still won the match to hit .440, so sometimes you can take those stats and throw them right out the window. But you're giving away a lot of points, making the match a little bit closer than you would like. All right, Waves bringing in the serve, ball batted, popped up, comes up short. And do the Waves get the point? They do. 14-9 Pepperdine. Lamaray right there at the net.
That is here the Waves number 4.
Waves up 14-9. Noe Mate at the service line. The middle blocker with the jump floater. Blocked up front. Harkey along with Edie. And the Waves do a good job mixing up their serve. They have the strong jump serve, then they come with the jump floater, just trying to keep the other team off balance. It will be one of their strengths without a doubt in the entire season. Waves up 15-9 on a 6-1 run. Up 2-0 as they drive it over. Pepperdine covers. They go to Harkey with a smash hit. A 7-1 run for the Waves. 16-9 Pepperdine. Waves won the first set 25-17. There's Jack Rooney, number 6. Second set 25-17. A special thanks to our entire Game On Entertainment crew. Our director today, Jonah Barony. Producing Archie Coruscani, Kristen Elizondo, and Christian Soler. Special thanks to Kelly Nugent out of the Pepperdine Athletics Communications Department. And the Waves deliver. Harkey and Edie both there offensively. 17-9 Pepperdine. Now on a 4-0 run and 8-1. Oh, triple blockers. Edie, Harkey, and Lamaray. The Malibu Roofing Company. More than ever this season. 17-9 Pepperdine. Waves who shut out St. Thomas Aquinas. And now a service ace. How about Noe Mate serving? I see Derek Brisbane, first year as head coach, but he's been an assistant for the last 6 seasons, and still excited about his team. They're going to have a terrific year. The Daemen Wildcats. Floater. It's the Lasco. Back row. Patrick Mullen. 18-10. Much needed for Daemen. Daemen University, named after Mother Madeline Daemen of Holland, one of the founders of the Sisters of St. Francis Church. 18-10, strong programs in business, nursing, education, physical therapy, and about 2,600 students, a small private school. Service error, point to Pepperdine, 19-10. But for nothing else for Daemen to come out on the West Coast, enjoy the weather, chance to bond together throughout this trip, playing top Division I talent, get an idea how good you're going to be, and they certainly were competitive at UC San Diego and being very competitive against Pepperdine on this Sunday afternoon. Service error, see Cole Harkey take a little bit off. Just long. 19-11. Waves up. They go the quick attack. James Eady. Harkey with 8 kills. Lamoureux with 7. Barnett with 7. Eady has 5 blocks today. And Noe Mate with 5 blocks. Harkey with 4 blocks. Patrick Mullen leading Daemen with 8 kills, Jack Rooney 5, and Maverick O'Neill with 4 and a couple of blocks. Point to Daemen, 20-12 Pepperdine. The Waves go to the bench. Lamoureux will come out, and Ford Harmon, a 6-foot redshirt freshman from Santa Barbara, the transfer from Long Beach State. He was on the national championship team last year. Outside hitter, defensive specialist, top beach volleyball player as well. You see Lamoureux, another big afternoon, 7 kills, 4 digs, 3 more aces. He already has 8 aces on the young season and 3 blocks. The 6'10 freshman out of Clemens, North Carolina. Waves get the point. Harkey. Zach Chapin comes in for Pepperdine. You see Harkey almost mistimed that. It kind of threw Weberg off a little bit. Make sure Harkey's okay. Zach Chapin, a 6'1 redshirt freshman from Manhattan Beach, comes in. Waves serving, moving left to right, up 21-12. Back row attack, firing away. The ball was touched. And that is Eden White, a 6'6 sophomore. 21-13. Wildcats get it back, and Patrick Mullen to bring it into play. Mullen with 8 kills, 3 blocks, service ace. Gonna have a banner season, a talented sophomore. Ryan Barnett with an emphatic point. First team All-American last year. He is an explosive athlete. 22-13 Pepperdine. They're trying to go 2-0 to start the season, but Daemen, they could drop to 0-2 unless they can rally the quick stuff, but apparently, again, carrying the ball, mishandling the ball by O'Neill. So, and Derek Prisbo disagrees. 23-13. He got that full hand on the ball, like carrying the ball over in basketball. 23-13. As the season continues, it'll be interesting to see if that's called again on Maverick O'Neill, such a talented player. Cross court, Patrick Mullen.
Number 17, Patrick Mullen, White Wildcats.
23-14.
Back to serve for Daemen, number 18.
And Billy Weberg be at the service line. Waves won the first set 25-17. The second set also 25-17. But it has been competitive. Let's serve. Waves cover it. Go outside with a smash hit. And controlled by Daemen. They go on the other side. Tapped over by Aiden White. Comes back to Pepperdine. Dropping it in. Ryan Barnett. That's point number 1 for Pepperdine. 24-14.
Match point. Back to serve number 14, Ryan Barnett.
The Waves trying to finish it right here. Match about an hour and 21 minutes. A service ace, Ryan Barnett, and that is it. Pepperdine wins 3-0. They go to 2-0 on the year. For Daemen, they go to 0-2. They'll play at Charleston University next weekend. Also take on Mount Olive as the crowd will go into a beautiful day outside here in Southern California. Pepperdine ends up hitting .338, holding Daemen to .031 last year. Daemen hit .252